Back here at Flamboro Speedway, we're set to go open wheel racing for the Grindstone Landscaping Canadian Vintage Modified Tonight feature event, sponsored by Riverside Heating and Air. Here we go. Here's the lineup on the pole out of Burlington, the Grisdale Racing Products. Number 5, it's Mike Pod. Starting in second out of Kitchener in the Hamilton Moose Lodge, Sherwin-Williams Paints. Number 51, it's Maddox Pepin. Starting in third out of Niagara Falls in the Peps Pro Painting Hamilton Moose Lodge. Number 43, it's Jay Pepin. Rolling off in the fourth position out of Arthur in the Cambridge Car Star STM Racing. Number 14, it's Scott Tonelli. Starting in the fifth position out of Oakville in the JR's Cars. Number 1, it's Ian McIntyre. Starting in the sixth position out of St. George, out of Dundas in the Driving with Haley Blue Street Contracting. Number 24, it's Rodney Rutherford. Rolling off in the seventh position out of Kitchener in the Oakville Trailers, Fowler Tire, Gel Construction and Property Maintenance. Number 8, it's Ricky Willigar. Starting in the eighth position out of Brantford in the Swears Custom Painting, Riverside Heating. Number 15, it's TJ Marshall. Starting in the ninth position out of Cambridge in the GSR Racing. Number 42, it's Steve Murdoch. Starting in the 10th spot out of Millgrove in the Ream Canada Emco Corporation. Number 98, it's Ty Riopelle. 11th out of Binbrook in the Queenston Chevrolet. 13, it's Samantha Trowola. To their outside, the 38 machine out of Hamilton in the McGar Industries. Number 38, it's Dustin Hood. 84 of Jordan Ramsbottom out of Cambridge. The 94 of Dave Evison Sr. The 37 of Heath Penny and the 29 of Ian Hedwood round out the field as we get set to go. The green flag is in the air. We're away for the Grindstone Landscaping Canadian Vintage Modifieds.
Got an early jump at the 5, and he was able to get out front here, pulled just a little distance on the field, but the whole field is able to get there. The 98, the computer just died here. Sorry.
98 of Ty Riopelle looking to the inside on the 51 of Maddox Pepin. He's going to bring along the 24 of Rodney Rutherford as well. Mike Pod out front in this one. He's got about a 3 to 4 car length lead over the 43 of Jay Pepin. Then Ian McIntyre runs in that third spot. Fourth, the 8 of Ricky Willigar. Fifth will be the 15 of TJ Marshall as they work back into 3 and 4.
Sorry, we got basically the front of the field has been able to go single file here, but our first battle here is the 42 and the 38. The 38 is on the high side of Dustin Hood. The 42 there of Steve Murdoch there. Oh, as they get through turn 3 there, little slip, little bump, but these are open wheel cars. You got to be real careful with them. And allows the 84 of Jordan Ramsbottom to run right up to the back of the 42.
Field starts to work themselves out here up front. Mike Ponty's got about almost a straightaway lead over that one of Ian McIntyre. The field works around the 37 of Heath Penny in that Edcar Excavation number 37 machine. Ian McIntyre runs in that second spot. Ricky Willigar in third. Fourth, the 15 of T. Oh, McIntyre with a big wiggle off of turn 4. He was right sideways in front of the whole racing field. As he gathers it back up, he's going to now run in that fourth spot. Fifth will be the 43 of Jay Pepin. Sixth, the 98 of Ty Riopelle. Seventh, the 24 of Rodney Rutherford. Eighth, the 14 of Scott Tonelli. Ninth, the 94 of Dave Evison Sr. 10th, the 51 of Maddox Pepin. 11th, the 38 of Dustin Hood. 12th, the 42 of Steve Murdoch. 13th is going to be the 84 of Jordan Ramsbottom. 14th, the 29 of Ian Henwood. 15th, the 13th of Samantha Trowola. And 16th, the 37 of Heath Penny.
That was a big moment there for the one there of Ian McIntyre. He got it gathered up there. Looks like he's got it straightened out there. Pulled a bit of a distance out from the 98 of Ty Riopelle. But the first battle there is really the 8 and the 15. The 8 there of Ricky Willigar and the 15 of TJ Marshall. Having a pretty good battle there for the second and third position as Ty Riopelle pulls up on the back bumper of Ian McIntyre's car.
Riopelle in that Ream Canada number 98 machine. He's going to look to the inside on that one of Ian McIntyre, but McIntyre shuts the door. Riopelle is going to settle back in right ahead of the 24 of Rodney Rutherford, then the 14 of Scott Tonelli, and the 43 of Jay Pepin. Those 5 drivers are nose to tail as we got a bit of a battle for the race lead starting to heat up as the 8 of Ricky Willigar and the 15 of TJ Marshall. They have closed right up on the back bumper of the 5 of Mike Pod as they head into 3 and 4. Lap number 11 closing in halfway on the exit of turn number 4.
Yeah, it certainly has. We've gone from having about a 5-car length lead there to where the first through third place cars are right bumper to bumper as they work around the slow car, the 29 there. The number 8 there of Ricky Willigar is right all over the back of the 5 car there. Mike Pod's car looks like it maybe has given up a little bit here as he was gone from a real big advantage to an incredibly tight battle here now, Kevin.
Pod, maybe he's starting to slip up just a little bit. Ricky Willigar now right on the back bumper of that number 5 machine. TJ Marshall, he's going to take a peek to the inside, maybe looking for second spot as we've just passed over that halfway. A little bit behind them. The rest of the field, 4th through 10th, they're going to go nose to tail. Ty Riopelle this time going to look to the inside on the one of Ian McIntyre, and he shuffled that one of McIntyre up out of the groove. McIntyre's going to get freight trained on the outside. Rodney Rutherford, Scott Tonelli, now Jay Pepin looking to the inside as well.
Yeah, Riopelle pulled the slide job there on the one of McIntyre and allowed 3 cars to get around him here. So you can be sure that McIntyre is putting that in the book of knowledge next time he gets to Riopelle, and he'll want to give that back to him for sure.
Riopelle starts to drive away from that little bit of a battle. Rodney Rutherford now is going to occupy that 5th and final top 5 position. Oh, on around on the exit of turn 4. The 84 of Jordan Ramsbottom goes around. Caution flag is going to fly. 16 laps in the books here as the caution flag will come out on the speedway. As we get set to go, we're back on the loud pedal. Green flag is in the air. Mike Pod leads the field back into 1 and 2. Ricky Willigar trying to make that outside groove work, but he's side by side down the back straightaway into 3 and 4.
TJ's got a look inside the number 8 car there, and the battle really for first has pulled out, but the second place battle, TJ Marshall looks like he got just a little bit of an advantage over the 8 of Ricky Willigar.
Willigar is going to give up that second spot. He's going to slide in behind the 15 of TJ Marshall, ahead of the now 4th place runner, the 24 of Rodney Rutherford. Rutherford able to get around that 98 of Ty Riopelle, but Riopelle trying to battle back. He's going to take a little peek to the outside, but no, he's going to try the crossover move, but Rutherford shuts the door. Top 5 cars nose to tail back into turns 3 and 4 as lap number 18, now 19, will show up on the board of this 25-lap feature event.
Our 2024 track champion, the Canadian Vintage Modified there, the 8, looked at the back bumper there of Marshall's car, but wasn't able to make it work there, but he's getting ready for another run here as both the 15 of Marshall gets underneath the 5 there as he comes out of 4th.
Mike Pod trying to hold a steady line, but TJ Marshall is applying heavy pressure to the back bumper of that number 5 machine. Ricky Willigar runs in that 3rd spot. Marshall going to take a peek to the outside, but Willigar is going to slide in and he's going to go to the inside. Matt Young mentioned the track was a little bit greasy and maybe Marshall slipped up out of the groove just a little bit. That's going to allow the 8 of Ricky Willigar to take second, a little bit behind him. The 98 of Ty Riopelle, he goes around the 24 of Rodney Rutherford. They're slicing and dicing here with 3 laps to go.
Just what you said there, Kevin, that greasiness there has allowed Riopelle to get pull out a little bit of a lead there on the 24 of Rodney Rutherford, just as Rutherford's car slid up there. But the lead battle is really coming down to the 2 to go.
Mike Pod holding that inside line, and they are playing bumper tags through the middle parts of the corner. Bang, bang, bang again as Mike Pod got loose off of turn 2. Side by side for the race lead into 3 and 4. Willigar on the top, Pod on the bottom. Willigar trying to put the power down. 1 flag to go. Mike Pod on the bottom, Ricky Willigar on the top. Now Ty Riopelle is going to join the battle. It's a 4-car battle for the lead here at Flamboro Speedway. Mike Pod trying to hold on to this one. TJ Marshall, Ricky Willigar are going to give it one last crack, but no dice. Mike Pod picks up the win. Coming home second is the 8 of Ricky Willigar. 3rd is going to be that 15 of TJ Marshall. 4th, the 98 of Ty Riopelle. And 5th, the 24 of Rodney Rutherford. Holy smokes, hold on to your cats, people. That was a finish for the Vintage Modifieds. Down here in Victory Lane as the 5 of Mike Pod picked up the checkered flag in dramatic fashion. He's going to unbuckle all those belts, take off the steering wheel, and he's going to start to climb from the car in these beautiful looking Vintage Modified. The hat goes on. He's going to make the climb from the car as he climbs out of the window. Fans, have a round of applause. Your future winner, the 5 of Mike Pod. We'll slide in here and grab a word here with Mike. Mike, that was an amazing finish. You're able to hold on. How was this 5 car here in Feature 1?
It's not as good as those two. I got some work to do. Took advantage of my starting position, that's for sure.
You're able to hold that bottom line and hold those drivers off. How were you able to just keep the momentum, even though they were absolutely pounding the back bumper on this 5 machine?
It's a 6-cylinder Ford. That's probably the big thing. I got some good power there. Make up for it when it's not handling well. So yeah, and then they're good racers. You know, I'm comfortable racing with these guys.
I know you guys got a support on this 5 machine in the pits on the car. Who do you want to give a shout out to for getting things done for you guys?
For my crew, Sean and Ian and Nathan, who's not here tonight, but mainly I wanted to thank Riverside Heating and Air Conditioning for sponsoring tonight. And I want everyone here to know we lost a really important member of our club. Rob Clark passed away. A lot of you guys won't know Rob. He was passionate and loved this club. Brought cars out, and you know he didn't win. It was just awesome to have him as a part of our club, and he'll be missed.
There you go, fans. Have a round of applause. Your future winner, the 5 of Mike Pod. Slide in here and grab word with our second place finisher, the 8 of Ricky Willigar. Well, Ricky, you guys made that interesting. You and TJ were slicing and dicing through the field here. How was this 8 car, and how close did you think you were getting to the race lead?
The 8 car is doing awesome. It's a little slick, as you can see, obviously. I was battling it out, and Pod's a very experienced driver. That's why he kept her in first place, and commend to him because he's awesome. TJ, it's hard when he's on your bumper. He's getting there, and like I said, he almost got me too, but a little bit of back and forth, but I'm glad to come home with second.
You guys got a lot of support. Who do you want to give a shout out to on this 8 machine for getting things done here for you guys?
Shout out to Riverside Heating and Air for sponsoring the day, Grindstone Landscaping for sponsoring the club, Oakville Trailers, Racing Stuff, Fowler Tire, and Jelly Contracting.
There you go, fans. Your second place finisher, the 8 of Ricky Willigar. Slide in, grab a word with our third place finisher, the 15 of TJ Marshall. Well, TJ, you were close. You were slicing and dicing. This 15 car looked pretty hooked up here in feature number 1.
Yeah, with Mike out front, you're going to be hard-pressed to get by him. Last couple of weeks we've been here, there's actually been an outside lane. There was no outside today. I found that out the hard way. I'm sure I'm going to get scolded once I get back to the pits, but Mike, he should have probably had 3 wins already this year. He's kept having issues, and you could tell how emotional he was when it came to Rob. Rob was a huge part of this club. He didn't always have the most to give, but he gave us the most he could. There was many times where we were struggling for car count in the late teens, and 10, 12 cars. He brought 3 or 4 cars every week. He's going to be missed. He was a big part of the club, CBM Hall of Fame member. All I can say.
There you go, fans. Have a round of applause for the 15 of TJ Marshall, bringing it home in third.